Hi friends, I'm Yuri. Welcome back to my channel. I've noticed that I might not be able to wear what I want to wear recently and tend to choose clothes moderately. What I mean by that is clothes exposing your skins less. And I've been wondering why, and I've been thinking what causes such things, why I feel that. So today I want to share that with you. I really like crop top, short skirts, and I tended to wear them a lot, especially in summer because it's very hot and humid in Japan, and I used to wear them a lot, especially up until university, like as a student. But recently I've noticed that I tend to choose more moderate clothes, like long skirts, trousers, long dress, and like, how do you say, less flashy clothes. Like, of course I like those kinds of clothes, and also I enjoy wearing them, but I feel like feeling very comfortable to choose such moderate clothes might be caused or influenced by how society tell you to wear, if that makes sense. In case of me, as a Japanese woman living in Japan, like in 20s, even when I was a student and I wore such clothes exposing my skins, like it's not because I wanted to flash everyone with my skins or I want to show my skins. It's more like it's just because I like the style, and it's just because it's very hot and humid here. But it is true that some people gaze it at me because of what I wear, and because such clothes are tended to be considered as something inappropriate in public space. Sometimes I think it might depend on areas, like where you live, because I'm living in Tokyo. It's a big city, so I think people less care about what others wear, like for example on trains or in public. But still there are less people wearing clothes exposing their skins compared to like Europe or America, I believe, like based on my experience. So especially after I graduated from university and started working in Japan, I feel like because I'm already an adult, I feel like I need to wear a dress appropriately, and I think I feel at some point pressured to wear moderate clothes because I somehow feel like society tells me you should wear this, you shouldn't wear this, and I think that's a problem. So sometimes I don't care, like sometimes if I just go to supermarket, convenience stores, or I just go outside, like just as I wear in my room, like with crop tops and shorts. But if I need to go to clinic to see a doctor, if I need to use public services and need to interact with people in public, I tend to feel like, oh, I need to wear more moderately. And of course, I think there is a cultural aspect of that, and in some cultures how people should dress in a certain situation is decided, and following that is not a bad thing. Sometimes it's a manner, but I think unless like going to the fancy restaurants or going to some like very fancy places or very formal places, formal events. I think if you feel like you feel oppressed or like told by the society what to wear, I feel like that's a problem. I don't know why, like, but somehow as an adult I feel like I need to wear a certain clothes in public. I was thinking why, because nobody come up to talk to me like, oh, you shouldn't wear this or you should wear this. But like, I think the reason one is because it's related to sexual violence and abuses. But unfortunately, like in other places, sexual violence and abuses happen often here in Japan as well, especially in the big city like Tokyo. Like dropping on the train or touching is pretty common. I have experienced that too. And also in public, I don't know why, but there are many ads sexualizing girls and women. For example, like even in the convenience store where everyone can see, like there are adult magazines that covers sexualizing women obviously, and you know, everyone can see that cover and it is presented in public space. Because of these, I think as a young woman, I feel like I might be seen as a sexual object by wearing clothes exposing my skin. Don't get me wrong, 100% it is not victim's fault if she or he get violence or abuses. It is never because of what they wear. However, sadly, in the Japanese society, or I think this idea is still very common in other places as well. People tend to think what victims wear matters. I think because of these cases, I may feel like unconsciously choose what I wear based on the criteria that how society might see me in terms of like sexualizing or not. And second reason is because gaze from the people. So when I was a student, I think people less care about my look, but after I become an adult and start to contribute to the society as an adult citizen, I feel like people tend to gaze at me if I wear very flashy clothes or clothes exposing my skin, like crop topped, like very short crop topped, or shorts or very short skirts. And you know, that makes me uncomfortable. And because of those gaze, I feel like, oh, maybe I don't want to wear them, although I like the style. Why people gaze at me is because they think what I wear or how I wear is inappropriate in public. But thinking about just riding on the train, going to the casual events, like why people should tell me or show me by the gaze that I shouldn't wear a certain clothes, like although I like them. So I feel like maybe to change the society, I think I would just wear whatever I want. But like saying is easy, doing is a bit difficult, because you know, I've already felt the uncomfortableness of wearing those clothes in public, and you know, nobody wants to feel uncomfortable unnecessary. So I believe it's a problem, like if society shows you or tells you what to wear or what you shouldn't wear, unless it's a culture or unless it's a certain occasion. So I hope it will change in the future, and so that I can wear whatever I want. I mean, I am trying not to care such a social norms or social oppression towards women. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I think I'm going to upload more videos like this, so if you like it, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That will be very appreciated. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.